communication. Let's focus on communication.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Hussein.
And I'm Annie.
Today's video is special because I've always wanted to do one of these. It's a mukbang video, okay? We're gonna eat and tell you guys a little story about how we first met.
Wait, which way do my chopsticks go? Is it this, this, or this? Wait, but like there's no, okay, this must be it.
Yeah,
why did it break?
You like broke it wrong, probably.
How do you use them again?
Wait, I'm gonna show you this one more time.
It's like this, right?
This is how I do it, at least. So it's like this.
Wait.
You put one in between your thumb and your index, and one in between these two fingers.
Wait, which?
In between your middle and your ring.
Okay, yeah.
Take the second one, place it by your thumb, and put it a finger over.
Did I put it the right way? Yeah, I did.
Right. Now, just like get comfortable, like bend your fingers and move your fingers. No.
I can't. I don't even know if I can. Am I doing it right?
Like,
thanks, Sensei.
it's like set up right, but you there you go. Hey.
Okay, it's gonna fall though. Hang on.
You can leave me hanging.
Well, I didn't want it to fall.
This salad is fire.
This is salad.
The dressing they put on it, so good.
Oh my gosh.
Smell it.
It's dripping.
Smell it.
Smells good.
You wanna try it?
No. I don't know if it's gluten free. So basically I was a sophomore in high school and he was a junior. And we had the same chemistry class. And yeah, that's kind of cliche. Chemistry, you know what I mean?
Cause we had that chemistry.
No. But it was the first day of school. I get so nervous. I have to be there like 15 minutes early and sit down in the place I want to sit down. And the minute bell rings and in comes Hussein. Hussein is the type of person that's always like late to everything.
You're not wrong.
He's made me late to multiple things. But in walks Hussein and I see him, but I'm not really like paying any attention to him because I'm like, okay, it's a guy, just don't look at him and nothing will happen. Now there were 2 seats left. There was one by one of his friends and then one right in front of me, really. He sat down right by me. So at this point, my face is like bright red because I get really, really nervous like around guys. The teacher's talking, introducing us to like just what the class is about and everything.
Oh no.
So I was facing the side of the room and he was facing the back. So in order for me to look up at the front board, I had to look directly at him. And that was really awkward because like I wanted to keep eye contact with, or you know, make eye contact with the teacher to let her know, hey, it's me. But like, cause I don't know, I do that with teachers. Like I feel like
acknowledge
rude.
me. I'll
Yeah.
be a teacher's pet. No, okay.
I am not a teacher. I kind of am a teacher's pet.
Definitely.
Damn. But our first project is kind of how we got to know each other. So basically it's chemistry and she wanted to do something easy. So she had us, wasn't it build a boat, a paper boat, and see how many pennies we could fit in? And so when we finished it and our boat was like the worst boat ever. But
I couldn't fit any pennies on it. I did all the work.
I'm the type of person that fills out the paper, does all the answers sort of thing for the whole group. And so at the end, we're supposed to put all of our names on it. I knew the 2 other girls, but I didn't know his name yet. And I was like, what's your name? And he's like, Hussein. And I'm like, how do you spell that?
I was like, I don't know. I'm just playing. I was like, it's Hussein. He was like, okay. I was like, dumbass.
After that day, we like talked and talked and talked. Well, not like constantly, but like, you know, how friends would.
Like, you were always so quiet. And everybody else in the group would just always be talking. And you would only talk when it came to like doing work. Like you just, school, like that's all you did was school. But I like that though, because I know you're smart. And I kind of like quiet girls. Like, if you're like loud and obnoxious and you're just all over the place, and nah, I'm not worried about that.
How'd I ask you for your Snapchat? Or no, okay. No. You gave me your Snapchat.
Before that, it was the field trip.
Was it?
Yes.
No, I got your Snapchat before that because we had each other on our snaps.
You sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Oh,
and
I was in U.S. history. I was in class, and then she texted me on. No. That's how you got my number.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How'd I get your Snap?
Honestly, I don't remember. I don't know how you got my Snapchat.
I feel like you gave it to me because like when we got into a group, we were like, oh yeah, we should give each other our snaps, and so then that's
Yeah, somehow she got my Snapchat.
And then my excuse to get his number was, hey, so because we were texting, we had a streak on Snapchat, and we were kind of texting too, and so I texted him and I was like, hey, so my Wi-Fi or
the school internet. The school Wi-Fi is not working.
the school Wi-Fi isn't working. Can I have your number to text you? And I don't think your phone was on at the time. So he's like, well, my phone's off, but here's my iCloud or whatever. Yeah. So then, I don't know. Sometimes I would like make excuses to like, hey, can I FaceTime you so you can help me with this? I didn't need help because like when this boy tried to help me with U.S. history honor stuff, he did not know what he was talking about. I was like, hey, can you help me with this? You're like, yeah. This boy did not know what he was doing. I was like...
When it comes to math, chemistry, any science, I don't know how to do it. You want any paper typed out? $10 per letter. I got you.
Per letter?
Yes. Making money off that.
No. I try to get his number. Fails. And I'm not really like interested in him, but I'm like, I kind of am. I don't know.
No, it was love at first sight.
What?
Love at first sight. You seen me, you was like, oh my God, man, you need him.
No. But the first field trip, this is gonna like bleed through. The first field trip is kind of like where it all started.
It's like where we talked the most.
Yeah, because I sat by him on the bus. No, wait. This literally pissed me off so much when you did this. So we were bus buddies. Like, I'm pretty sure that's how I phrased it. I was like, hey, you want to be bus buddies with me? He's like, hell yeah. So it's the day of the field trip, and we get on the bus, and he tries to get me to sit on the inside. He's like, he goes on first, and typically the person that goes on first when you're sitting with them obviously gets the inside seat. This boy says, oh, here, you can go on the inside seat. I said, no, you can. He's like, no, for real. And so I was basically ignored the whole way. I was basically ignored the whole way because he was talking to one of his friends. And then finally, when we got off the bus, he had to like separate from his friends and go with our class. And I was like,
but listen, everyone knows the outside seat is where you talk to everybody because you could look around, you can put your feet out all the way to the side, you can talk to everybody, you can just, you're freer, you can move more. If you're stuck by the wall or the window, you can't do nothing. You're just there, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But on the way home, he was in the inside seat. I made
That's
sure
so
of
bad.
that.
I was like,
you didn't even talk to me that whole way.
I was nervous.
No. At the field trip, it was like a fossil field trip, I'm pretty sure. And we found like a rock.
Me, you, and Riley.
And it had a fossil in it, so I don't know why, but it was like our baby rock. What was the name of it?
Eric.
And we were like, oh yeah, we'll pass them around. Kind of like Sisterhood of Traveling Pants sort of thing. Like you pass the pants around every so often, and it gives you good luck. And Hussein had it first. Well, I don't know if I should tell him this part yet.
What?
The field trip wasn't like, is that the one where I kind of followed you around at?
No, listen. That field trip, I swear, it was like, she was like a magnet to me. Like, I swear to God, everywhere I went, this girl was right next to me.
Because I didn't have anyone in the class besides him.
Look, if I move, if I look, but she's following me. Like, I turn my back, and she's right there. I'm like, God damn, can I breathe? I'm just playing. I didn't say that. But that's when I knew. I was like, she gotta like me. I swear. Like,
I was interested in him at that time, but also I didn't have anybody else in the class that I was comfortable talking to.
You had Alexis. You had
Alexis.
The redhead girl.
I didn't really talk to her. I still don't talk to her.
You had Riley. You had Mary.
I didn't really.
Alexis went. Don't say her name anymore. Like, I couldn't leave her because I knew like if I like go on my own, then she'll like be by herself. So I was.
So you took pity on me?
I didn't take pity on you. I liked you, and I also didn't want to leave. It was fun.
Anyways, that field trip was actually like.
It was fun.
Fun, and then we made like arrangements to like pass off the rock baby. Oh, and that day was like the first time we actually took a picture together. And then, oh my gosh.
After the field trip was over.
Yeah, when we went back to school, but we were still in like outside. And the next day after that field trip, he put me as his cover photo. And I was like, what the heck? I was like, me insane? I'm his cover photo? And I didn't see it at first because we had just like added each other on Facebook. One of our friends commented, what is this? And then Hussein said, it's a picture of me and Annie Vertle, obviously. And that's the only reason why I saw it. And I was like, oh my gosh. And you have no idea. Like when I freaking saw that, I went around to my parents. I was like, look at this, this guy put me in his cover photo. Look at this. And they're like, who is he? And that's how like my parents started to know about you. We started talking more, and I was kind of involved with the guy. But I was being friendly to Hussein, not like flirty. He was doing all the flirting.
No, you were flirting with me.
No, I was not. I don't even know how to flirt.
I don't either.
Oh my, we're not gonna get into that. Yeah, so I was kind of involved with a guy, and he, I don't know if this was the first, okay, I rejected him 3 times.
Oh my God.
And
I don't know how I did it. I don't know how after getting turned down 3 times I can keep going, because it's like, everyone was like, bro, why are you trying? She does not want your ugly self. Stop. But you know, I had to stay strong, you know, strong in the heart, in the mind. Because when I want something, I get it.
But yeah, I was involved with a guy, and the way he said it, he was like, he put something on his story that was like, I wish she knew. And I slid up.
I remember this.
And I slid up. And I was like, who knew what? He's like, you really want me to tell you? I said, yeah, sure, why not? And he said, all right, so I like this girl. And I was like, okay. He's like, you want to know who it is? I said, yeah. And he's like,
listen, this is a good one. This is a good one.
And he's like, okay, well, open your Snapchat camera and face it towards the front camera. I don't know how you said it exactly, but I was like, he told me that it was me. And I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah. And I like did not open his messages for like an hour or 2.
No, you opened it, but left me on red for like 3 hours. I'm like, what did I do? Oh my God.
And then I responded, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm involved with a guy. And he's like, oh yeah, that's fine. The second time, it was just like, he confessed his feelings to me. And then the third time, the same thing.
I was like, I still like you.
And
he was like,
I thought I had feelings for you at the beginning of the year, but I thought he liked this other girl, which I'm pretty sure he did.
Who?
No names. No names. I know he did.
Maybe. I don't know.
No, you did. And that's why I didn't get involved, because I was like, okay, I see them over there. I see the way he acts towards her. He's a big flirt, and that's what I didn't like.
I am not a flirt.
So
I get, like, they flirt with me. And,
I didn't. I sure as hell didn't.
How I act back to them makes it seem like I'm flirting. I'm just being friendly.
He was kind of like, he liked this other girl. So I was like, you know what? And I told him that, and he's like, no, I didn't. And he literally did. So I was like, you know what? It's whatever. And at the end of the year, there's finals, obviously, in high school. And I was trying to study for my math final, and I didn't have my book. I left it at home, okay? And this is at the end of the year. I left it at school, not at home. And I was like, I text Hussein, and I'm like, hey, you don't happen to have like a math book, do you? He's like, what math book? This kid took this math a year ago and still had the book. He didn't turn in the book, and he still has it to this day. And I was like, integrated math 3. He's like, yeah, I actually do have that math book. I said, are you serious? Can I use it? And he's like, yeah. So then I drive on over, and I pick up the book, and I'm like, thank you so much. It's summertime. And I'm like, thank you so much. And then I drive home, like I'm starting to drive home, and I'm like, he didn't have to give me that book. That was really nice. And I'm like, maybe I should like get him something. So I text him, and I'm like, hey, so I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts. You want anything? He's like, nah, I'm good. I said, let me rephrase. I'm getting you Dunkin' Donuts. What do you want?
Oh my God.
And I don't know. I got him like a coffee or something and a donut, and then I dropped it off at his house. And that was like the first kind of time that we started to talk. And then over the summer, we didn't really hit each other up except for the 4th of July. And then the next school year, so I was a junior and he was a senior. So it was picture day when we took our first picture of that year. And then we sat by each other at the game, and I wore someone else's jersey. So we got the idea that I liked that guy. But I only wore that jersey at like I wore it with my friend because I will. That's not funny. Stop it. Anyways, but he got the wrong impression and it wasn't like that. So, but then we kept going to games together and I showed up at, I don't know why. I think it was the kickoff. I showed up at your work. He worked at KFC at the time.
She was stalking me. I didn't know she was in there.
I tried to contact one of his friends and I was like, hey, do you want to go see Sane with me? Like at work. And me and Sane hadn't really been talking like that. And his friend's just like, nah, I'm good. And I was like, okay, well, I still want to see him because he didn't get to go to the kickoff game. And I wanted to see him. I wanted him to be there. And so I tried to visit him at work and tried to work up the courage to just go up to like one of the people and be like, hey, is Sane here? But I couldn't. I didn't feel comfortable. So then I just left. And then,
me and her like started texting more.
Uh-huh.
And then it became to like a point where like she would come to work and like see me. And I sit in her car.
For his breaks, yeah. He smelled like fried chicken.
Anyways, so she came to KFC all the time. Me and her sat in her mom's car and we used to just talk. Yeah. And then it just became like a every night thing. Like
anytime you worked.
Yeah, whenever I worked, she'd always come pick me up. And it'd be at like 8 o'clock at night. Like she'll like literally leave her house.
No, typically it's like 9.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. Like,
and then sometimes you get off at 9, so then I take you home too.
Yeah.
One of the nights that I was taking him home, we decided that we were gonna have a talk, and I just told him, you know, I like you, and I want to make sure that this works. So basically, if you're someone that that likes to mess with girls' emotions, then get out. Like, don't. And obviously, guys are gonna be like, no, I don't. No, I'm not one of those guys. And I was like, I guess we'll see. And here we are today, like a year and 4 months later. So yeah, that's basically our story, right?
Yeah. So we basically.
Oh my God! He was my first kiss. He already had his first kiss though.
Yes. So
In
I was
8th grade.
experienced.
He was not experienced.
I was very experienced.
It was one of the nights that I went over to his house to do homework. And he walked me out to my car and carried my backpack. And put the backpack in my back seat. And then he called my name or did something. And I turned around and said, huh? And then he kissed me. But he missed my lips. He kissed me like right here. I said, oh, you missed. Or did you say?
No.
Did you say or did I say?
I was like, oops. And I just did it again. I was very proud of myself. Like I went in the house, closed the door, and then when I closed it, I was like, oh, yeah. I'm not scared to kiss. It's that like I didn't, cause like I know like
rejected. Yeah, you just have it.
She likes to turn people down a lot, so like I was nervous that like if I like leaned in to kiss her, she'd turn her head and be like, I'm not ready for that type stuff. So like I was nervous, and once I did it, I was proud. So yes, I got excited and I was like, yes, I was proud because I didn't get turned down for the 4th time. I already got turned down 3 times. I wasn't trying to go for a 4th time.
Proud of you.
So. Why are you getting a little steak face? You want to fight? You want to fight? What's up? Square up. What's up? What's up? What's up, homie? Stop. Yeah, that's our story. It was kind of all over the place because like
we remember things at different times.
Yeah, and I'm full. So
yeah, me too. So I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. We had a fun time telling you guys how we met. And you know, like our experiences throughout the beginning of our relationship.
Till now.
And we also enjoyed eating all this great food.
Well, we didn't really eat all of it. I'm seriously so full. But anyways.
Comment down below any video ideas you guys want to see. If you are new to our channel, subscribe and hit the bell.
Send me your location, let's focus on community.